my goodness.
Oh my God.
Whoa, what?
Stop screaming.
Citizens of Reject Nation! We're watching Dead Silence.
Jesus Christ.
Can't scare you with that, man. This is going to be a
All right,
horror
I
movie.
know. I just suck at.
I knew what you were doing there, though. You're like, you gotta be dead.
Yeah, but I
silent,
didn't
right?
expect it to be that loud.
We are watching Dead Silence. This is another James Wan, Lee Whannell film. I have been on a tear watching them for this channel, and now I've brought my buddies alongside for me. Andrew over here. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, babe?
You know what else is good? The sound of silence. I love that song.
Sing it. You won't.
It's for the sound of silence.
Silence.
Cool.
How you doing, Jonald?
I'm excited, but I'm also scared out of my mind right now
Yes.
because I don't do well with horror movies. But I'm excited. This is our first reaction with Andrew. So, yeah, finally.
Oh, you guys have never done together?
yeah, no,
Never.
this is the first one.
All right, that's a
yeah,
big
Glad it
deal.
gets to be a horror.
I've been passed around the block, finally.
Don't say that about yourself, Lil Jon. What? Okay. You just get that all the time.
That was, oh, yeah.
How are you, Roxy?
I'm doing
Jew-jacked?
swell.
Good.
My fellow Jew-jacked, I'm ready to watch this. You guys know I'm one half of the Horrors, She-Jack Scream Queens,
Yeah.
so I have been on a horror tear. James Wan really does it for me. Lee Whannell has done an amazing job with the movies that I've seen of his so far, and I'm excited to continue this journey. So without
Yeah.
further ado, shall we watch Dead Silence, but make a lot of non-silence?
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
Oh, we're watching the unrated version. So
BTW?
unrated version of Dead Silence.
Starting in 3, 2, and a 1.
I like the red and blue contrast. That was cool.
It's the kind of music I hear when I go to a haunted house.
It's the kind of music everyone hears when they go to a haunted house.
Not just you.
No, it's just me.
Not an Andrew
It's
specific
only
thing.
me.
Okay, so this is a James Wan, Lee Whannell thing that they do because Insidious was all black and white with red
Right.
writing
Oh,
as well.
Cool.
call.
Okay. Okay, he directed it. Okay.
This is after Saw,
So yeah,
before
Saw was
Insidious, and before Conjuring.
yeah, Saw was 2004.
I know, I'm just bullying. Softly.
Whoa, cool transition. This looked like we were in the
You said that an hour ago.
I promised to make you dinner, right?
Yeah.
He looks like Patrick Swayze.
Surrender to the wonders of takeout.
I knew this was coming.
We get more terror out of us the louder it is.
Wow. You are fast.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
She's talking about the food, right? Is this hair longer or is it me?
Jamie Ashem.
His bangs are down.
Longer than what?
I thought with what we just saw when he was under the sink, I thought his hair was
it?
shorter.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm just seeing things.
Reshoots. Ooh, see, this is how Chucky comes.
It doesn't even say where it's from.
Well, there's one way to find out.
That's random. All right.
There's one way to find out.
Oh, Jamie, you adopted us a baby.
Baby, honey, have you seen this thing?
See, I thought they were gonna get like X-ray goggles or something.
Eyes look so real.
Really.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but Lisa's hungry for Chinese.
Is that
I don't know. Are
the
you,
movie or Roxy?
That could be.
Remember, come on, that old ghost story about the woman who had all those dolls. Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls.
Definitely giving me Slappy vibes from Goosebumps.
Something scary. Something
My arm.
I just remembered the Dustin Hoffman movie, The Graduate.
My shoulder is hurting. Jeez.
I thought you were like, woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Get that dog. Okay.
That's creepy.
If you get Jamie to scream, I'll make sure you get 7 minutes in heaven with my old Barbie.
Yes, Lisa.
God, I'm such a loser.
This is shot like a romance right now with the song and like the soft lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Watch what you just said be relevant. Everybody's got their fetishes.
Yeah. No king shaming here.
Good boy.
How would you put it? Okay.
You just said no king shaming.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the thing.
Damn, her posture is so good. She must be a dancer. Everybody straighten up.
Ooh.
Oh, she wants that baby and she wants it now. That's why she said, you bought us a baby?
Jamie.
And James Wan just always does such a good job building tension and suspense.
Yeah, definitely.
Also like James Wan, Jamie.
That's relevant.
He just like put his name on the
Oh,
blackboard.
I was about to
That's
say, I
true.
want to see a scene where we Get that Easter egg of his name somewhere.
Ooh, good audio play here. Ooh. Isolating these sounds is really working for me. Hurt!
You, dude.
He was fine. He was fine. That was crazy.
Whoa. No audio.
Yeah, for the thunder. Or lightning or whatever.
And the buddies for life.
Ooh, hey, Ted. Why do it slowly?
Oh,
just freaking do it.
Whoa, what? Holy sh! What?
Oh.
Whoa.
jeez.
How'd you fly like that?
Oh my God.
Crazy stunt
Gasping
work.
for breath. We heard the kind of sounded like knives, right?
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands.
Oh. And when she landed, I thought for a moment she snapped her neck. Damn, into frame like that?
Her puking blood was interesting there because was that because of how hard she fell or did something?
A puncture?
Yeah.
Like stab her or something?
Oh.
Because we heard that. Oh, that kettle has been on for a minute.
Aye.
Okay.
Oh no. She's the doll that has her voice.
In bed.
Dinner in bed again.
Oh, shit.
That's homegirl's blood.
Yeah.
Lisa! What's going on?
What's going on?
I have a surprise for you, Jamie.
Oh, Mary Shaw in the captions. What? From the poem.
Lisa, this is not
Music
funny.
really knows how to build up dread. Oh my God!
Good
Holy
Lord. How did that happen, too? Like, ow.
Damn, these transitions are amazing.
Yeah, that was a pretty dope transition.
Yeah.
Well, it went from, remember, the ventriloquist's eye, now to Jamie's eye.
Yeah, it was a good effect.
There's a lot of eye stuff like the...
But if you see that and you heard her voice, you definitely are thinking,
Another
what is
eye.
the time?
Yeah.
Like, what was the timeline here? I heard her
Right.
voice twice.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody was trying to turn my face into a jack-o'-lantern, I'd be fighting back a little.
There he is.
Donnie!
Boston's finest.
Wanna get your marks?
Not a win.
What about,
Drugs.
That's a good point.
Is it a Dunkin' Donut?
I was just thinking that.
I think only someone high as a kite would kill his wife and then pose her as a mannequin. But the weirdest thing is her face. I've never seen anything like it.
For real.
Yeah.
You know what
A
it was?
victim of the Joker.
Your mistake.
Them to think he did this.
Every time some guy
I
gave his wife
understand,
rose
but
on
it's
the
such a
day.
bummer for him.
Yeah.
It was the doll.
Why would I need an alibi?
Prosecution.
God,
They're gonna
poor
have your
innocent
fingerprints. No
Yeah.
signs of forced entry on your apartment, and you as the last person to see your wife alive. And that's a lot to go up against.
That sucks.
Think I killed my wife?
Excuse me? No. No, I
It
don't.
was the
I'm
one-armed
just trying to
man.
help your lawyer out. I mean, he's gonna need something more concrete. You know? I mean, at least to shift the suspicion away from you.
Good point.
Received an unmarked package just moments before Lisa was killed.
Yeah, a package containing a ventriloquist dummy.
Ventriloquist dummy. The mystery toy department is down the hall.
How is anyone supposed to believe that?
This is the homicide department. So unless you could tell me how some puppet ties into your wife's murder, I don't see the relevance.
In the town where I'm from, a ventriloquist dummy is a bad omen. It's kind of a local legend, and some people believe that the dummy brings death to those around them.
You want to go down this road, buddy?
I know, right. Let's not.
Keep it to yourself right
Yeah.
now.
You don't think it's weird that this package arrives right before Lisa is
I'm gonna
killed?
tell you what I think is weird.
You're barking up the wrong tree, dude.
You said that your wife spoke to you just moments before you found her.
Yeah, that was dumb of you
She
too.
didn't have a
Get a
tongue.
lo-
In
Where's
fact,
your
according
lawyer?
to you, she was already dead.
Oh, wow.
Now, see, to me, that's weird.
What are you gonna do?
Of course, that's weird. Get a lawyer.
Yeah, no grounds yet.
You're a free man for now.
Good.
He
I'll give you
doesn't.
more time to do your job for you.
He doesn't seem like that distraught. I know everybody handles grief differently, but
Yeah, maybe he's in shock still?
yeah, totally.
He seemed distraught at before Donnie Wahlberg came in, and then when it shifted to "you are the suspect," it seemed like now he was on the defense. So
Yeah,
that's how I
Okay.
interpreted it.
All right, I like that interpretation. Are you allowed to?
You know, you said he looked like Patrick Swayze. I'm getting a little bit of I always mispronounce his last name. Carrie Elwes.
Elwes, yeah.
Like a young.
As
Carrie
you
Elwes.
wish.
Yeah.
As you wish.
I would say don't touch the doll.
Yeah, don't even. Yeah,
like you're putting more of your fingerprints. I
Yeah.
understand it's your place, so there's a lot of fingerprints,
Well,
but
if you're gonna touch the doll, put some gloves on.
definitely don't do what you're doing here.
Yeah.
Mary Shaw.
That's
Wow.
from the poem.
Yeah. Okay. It's a very red car. Yeah, is it like Sixth Sense where like red means like death? You know, like everything red.
Dude, I'm digging these transitions. And that's how John Krasinski came up with that title. It said A Quiet Place to Live.
The desaturation that James Wan always goes with is very creepy.
This plates are, so.
Just thinking of his initials, those could be. I would gladly live in that home.
Sure.
Come in.
Oh,
Amber Valletta.
Yeah.
Allegra Cole from Hitch.
I'm so sorry for your loss. But I'm so glad to have you home.
Stepmom?
I'm Ella. I guess I'm your stepmother.
I think it's her stepmom, Roxy.
Is he in?
Yes, he is. Please
What
come
gives you
in.
that idea?
Taking a guess.
Your father won't fight you, Jamie. He doesn't fight anyone, not anymore.
Well, then you're not married to my father.
Damn.
Who's the dad?
Well, we saw Bob Gunton earlier in the cast,
Oh.
but I mean, it could be a different actor.
I don't know who that is.
The warden from Shawshank, but
Oh.
this could be it. And it is Bob
Yeah.
Gunton.
There you go.
I know exactly who that is.
My son. What a pleasant
Who's in Ace
surprise.
Ventura When Nature Calls, Daredevil TV show.
What
Name
happened
more.
to you?
Your father had a stroke 2 months ago.
I'm gonna put you on the spot now. Show off.
I take it I wasn't the easiest person to get along with in the past, but I've changed.
Really?
Yes, a stroke can do that to a man.
Sure.
I'm sorry about your wife. I hear you've brought her home.
Yeah.
So he heard.
Don't worry. I'll call Henry Walker, make the arrangements.
No, that's okay. I can take care of it.
Jamie, please. As your father, it's the least I can do.
Mary.
You've done the least you can do my whole life. It's too late for charity now.
Oh, sweet.
Is that why you've come here? To remind me what a bad father I've been to you? I was hoping we
Would
could
that
put
be
that
so
in
wrong?
the past.
I didn't come to talk about that. I came to ask you something.
People wrong people always want to put things in the past before they actually deal with it.
Do you remember
Good
when
point,
I was
yeah.
a kid, Mom used to read me a poem? Do you remember what it was?
Mary.
His Australian accent came out right there.
Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls. And if you see her in your dreams,
That's creepy.
Be sure you never, ever scream.
well, you know it.
It's just a scary poem parents would tell their kids to keep them in line.
Jeez.
Your son has been through a lot. Why don't we make up a room for him?
No, that's okay. I'm not staying long. Got a funeral to prepare.
He definitely gives trust fund kid energy,
Yeah, I
but
can see
like
that.
sad soul.
It's nice meeting you, Ella.
Your father's changed. He's not the same man that you remember.
Really?
Was it?
You see that? Mom used to be in that picture with us until he drove her to kill herself.
Jeez.
Had his second wife, and that one there. But she was smart enough to leave. So it's a good thing you're gonna outlive him, lady. We know when to paint you out.
That's so creepy that he does that.
I know, yeah. Like, that's a ritual of his.
A few moments of exposition.
Oh, she's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
If you're up to it, I can walk you through the various casket options we have. Or we can do it later.
Have you had to do this, dude?
It's okay. Let's
I
do it
think
now.
my sister handled all the.
The worst.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Have you spoken to her family yet?
only once. We didn't really talk about casket choices.
Oh.
When is she arriving?
Tonight, once the police have released her body,
Where's she been?
then I'll pick her up. Oh, I'll need you to fill out these forms at your convenience.
Whoa.
I do agree with the possibly he's in shock because right now he's looking for answers, so he
Yeah.
has like a mission, right? So the stages of grief, he's definitely in like the anger, denial.
He's looking for answers while also trying to clear his name
Name,
at the
yeah.
same point. So it's
Yeah,
It's
one
gotta be-
half like who did this to
yeah.
my wife, one half I didn't.
yeah. It's got to be double.
I'm glad that we saw that he didn't because I wouldn't want this to be a movie where it's like, did he do it?
Or did he
Right.
not?
Why did we get a shot of the puppet? Is he in the hotel already?
So the person's called the ventriloquist. What is the puppet called? The puppet?
I guess so. Yeah.
I thought it's a dummy, right? Is that
Oh,
the
dummy. Yeah.
I don't know. A puppet's got to be right also.
And we saw it in the car, right?
Oh, we did. I don't remember.
But like,
The
imagine
back seat.
why would you put it sitting up in the seat
Yeah.
like that? So
God,
yeah, I guess maybe.
The way James Wan isolates sounds
Yeah, it's
to
incredible.
build up dread.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, his eyes gonna turn. No.
You guys are okay. You're okay.
It's like there's dead silence.
I only
right
get
now.
one purge of video, just so you know. So it's not coming again.
Okay.
One purge per person or
need-
per video in
Per
general?
video. I need your guys' armrest. This is driving me
I can go
nuts.
closer.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you closer?
No, I'm just push me off if you need me to.
Whoa. Wonder if he feels like he's dreaming or in a trance. Like,
There's still lumps in the bed, but his legs aren't there anymore. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
it's got like an
I love that
It's
shot.
got like an exorcist vibe.
A little
Yeah.
pink flare
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
on.
it is. It's an amazing shot though, with the mist and all that.
I think they're using like a fog machine that just stays down. That's
Yeah,
it's wild.
stays low.
Whatever it is, I love it.
Uh-oh.
This film really knows how to build on atmosphere.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, dude. I would. He's like, I've seen some.
Nobody. He's seen this
Oh,
before.
right. Because Mary Shaw and the.
Mm-hmm.
That's that was just a natural reaction to.
Oh, he's
the-
immediately he clocked that he's
for
seen
sure,
this.
for sure.
Marion, is that you? Marion, I told you not to go down there anymore.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, honey.
Now come out of there and go to bed.
I know it.
Marion, I don't have time to play games.
Don't find me down here.
Oh, never mind. It's not that chick.
And I'm not going to ask you again. Let's go. Come on.
I thought
come
it
on.
was who you thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her hair and like profile look.
You just shush now. The silence.
Oh, Raven. He uses. Oh no, that's a
I'll be
different.
up later.
Every time at the Crow.
No, he
Oh.
that crow. What movie did I watch? Where Justin Long and they get stuck. Jeepers
Jeepers
Creepers. Creep. What's?
Jeepers
Creepers.
Creepers.
Yeah, with the-
Creepers. Oh, was it scare? It was. Oh, it was nice of her to attend. Just like really intently staring at him.
I can't tell whether she's a good guy or a bad guy at this point because he had the stroke. Did she actually cause it? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Her timing seems sus, but also he's gone through multiple other wives, so. She knew the poem so quick.
Right.
Did you see her when she killed your wife?
What are you talking about?
Beware the stare of Mary Shaw.
What are you talking about?
She's here. No one's safe.
Oh, Marion.
If you see her in a dream, what was the end? Don't let her hear you scream.
What's she talking about?
I'm sorry, Jamie.
Maybe. I'm not
She
sure. Yeah.
doesn't know what she's saying. Come, I'm going to take you home now.
She's doing an incredible job. How terrified she is. Mary Shaw. 1869 to 1941.
Middle of World War II.
I'm digging the score though.
Yeah, the score's pretty cool. Oh, that was a cool transition.
Such an essential part of a horror movie like this. Yeah, so he must have brought
Mm-hmm.
Billy with him because he's bringing Billy everywhere, which is exactly what I would not do.
Right?
Or behind it locked.
look at that. The
Yeah.
eyes are turning.
Yeah, I see it, Doug.
Oh,
I see it.
Or burn that shit.
I feel like his eyes are slightly turning too. It's a glance.
Is that humming in his head?
Don't scream.
Don't let her hear you scream. A lot of these movies, the takeaway seems to be like, if you're not afraid, they can't affect you, right?
Right.
Like that's very Pennywise coded.
Also, too, like the first thing you said when you're like, it's such a big aspect in horror films. I think of Nancy Thompson with
Look,
Freddy-
MS, Mary Shaw, Gregory, all of them. Sorry. Keep
No,
going.
you're good. I was just thinking of Nancy Thompson when she turned her back on Freddy Krueger.
Exactly.
Like, it's such a big trope. in
Billy.
horror films.
This is interesting, though, because we know she doesn't have kids.
Remember what this is
Or at least
from?
based in the poem. No.
Hocus Pocus.
Oh.
I assume you've seen that,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I was going to say, we got to get you to react to that if you haven't.
What's going to be in there? Oh, that's where you wanted to put your...
Is that,
Well, I didn't
but
say
that's what,
anything.
but that's what he did before he took out the wife, right?
Who
The-
dug
That's
you
true.
up? Oh, no. Dead silence. No, this is when you STFU my dog.
Yeah. Good Lord. It's back in the car.
Yeah, I'm guessing that, too.
Oh, if it hits the window. God. Oh, I thought that was the movie. for
No,
a
no,
sec.
It was a wildly, deep, low, guttural.
That was good, though.
I'm trying to like calm my nerves down.
Because the movie is so silent, so I thought it was coming from it.
How silent?
Okay.
Now, this kind of reminds me in the first Child's Play when Chucky was stalking Mike after the car had flipped.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that was 90s, right?
The first Child's Play?
Yeah.
88.
88.
And the director of that movie was Tom Holland, not Spider-Man.
Tom Holland, Spider-Man was not alive.
Correct.
Yeah, he was.
1996.
Back in the freaking hotel room.
Jesus.
I asked you not to leave the city.
What the fuck are you doing?
I came to bury my wife. You got a problem with that?
Nope. Problem is, she's not the only one that you came to bury.
He's always shaving.
Is this gonna come back and
Baby,
kill
follow
him?
me
Is
now.
that what?
You know, Jamie,
Okay.
you really are forcing me to use the
I've
word
never known
perplexed
anybody to bring that
an
around with
awful
them.
lot
Yeah,
lately.
right.
Yeah, we're going to do a Child's Play 3.
You mind telling
Why is the
me
motel light facing us, not away?
Yeah.
what the hell that is?
That's not good marketing.
Since you don't want to answer my
You're already
questions,
inside.
Yeah.
It adds to the creepy factor of this hotel.
maybe you'd like to answer
It should
this.
be mirrored if that is.
Norman Bates type of motel.
Why did you bury me, Jamie? Is it because I'm evidence in a capital crime?
Oh, that does look bad.
Crime that you are the #1 suspect in?
The only suspect.
Like I told you before, the night Lisa was murdered, somebody sent it to me. I just arrived on our doorstep.
But why would a cop come here and tell him that?
So why'd you bury it?
It came from that cemetery. I was just putting it back.
In the cemetery.
There's an old ghost story around here about a woman named Mary Shaw.
You gotta stop telling him this
I
stuff,
know he's
dude.
like really.
detached.
If you ever see her, make sure you never see
Make
her.
sure
There you
you
go.
never scream. Okay.
Well, you
Or just
end
shut
up
the fuck
without
up.
a tongue. Guess your wife didn't listen. Hey! Settle down, Jamie.
Dude.
Let's
Is
not
that the
add
next
salt to
line?
an officer to your list of offenses here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jamie, but you can't.
I do know whoever sent this to me either knows who killed my wife or did it themselves.
That's a theory.
How do you know that?
I'm gonna go, and I hope you don't mind me taking our little friend here with me.
Oh, you're dead.
Seeing as he's evidence. Great.
Oh, his ring's still on. That's so sad.
Good night, neighbor.
Oh no.
That was just the biggest mistake he could have made.
Neighbor, yeah.
He's staying in the same.
And the bad part is if he does take out
Night.
Donnie Wahlberg, then you know who's getting accused of that, I would assume.
Yep.
I wonder if Jamie's gonna be able to save him and get
Oh, yeah.
Donnie on his side somehow. It doesn't.
I would prefer that.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Or maybe Billy ends up back in this room and Donnie's like, "You broke into my room."
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know.
Good point.
But if we go with that version where he does save him and Donnie now does believe him, who's going to believe them?
Yeah, this razor's gonna be relevant.
Yeah.
Well, that
Oh,
never
of course,
works
you
for
don't
me.
show it this many times.
Yeah.
Why is he shaving this often? Is that common? I mean, he shaved
I-
literally for like 6 hours.
I don't use an electric razor very often, so I don't know how effective they are or how often you have to keep using it. So
I would say don't do what you're doing right now, Jamie. And I don't even know what you're doing. I just know it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Did he leave the door wide open?
early 2000s.
Are you gonna bury it again?
Oh.
Funeral home with black and white and red all over.
You said Mary Shaw killed
was it,
my
what?
wife.
Oh, you asked me this the other day. God dang it.
What do you know about Mary Shaw?
Is that her daughter? She's Marianne.
Mm.
You're not supposed to have that.
Oh.
I didn't
Where
catch
did you
that.
get that?
All that
Maybe you
gravestone
can
to
tell
the MS.
Yeah.
Good catch, Rox.
It's hers.
Mary Shaw?
We don't say her name around here.
Well, why don't you try?
Why did you say that name?
Understood that one.
Voldemort.
It might just help me find out who killed my wife.
There are things you remember, and there are things you can't forget.
Great line.
Her name was Mary Shaw, the ventriloquist who lost her voice.
Okay.
Back when I was a boy, those were the glory days of Raven's Fair, and the town built itself a grand old theater.
Ooh.
The Guignol Theater, out on Lost Lake. I only ever went there once.
Cool transition.
Mary Shaw give life to the boy made of wood.
Okay, so Mary Shaw's definitely not his kid because he is a kid. Oh, and we saw that Mary Shaw was born in the 1800s. That's my bad.
1869,
I forgot about that.
right? To
Yeah.
1941.
Where are you, Billy?
Oh, what a creepy act.
Could you check under your seat for
Oh.
That's so creepy.
Yeah, I would. Ugh.
He's here. Would you mind bringing him to me?
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Say thank you.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you, Henry.
Is that right, young man? Is your name Henry? I guess my boy's had his eye on you. Don't
Yeah, that's
I
creepy.
treat
Yeah.
you well?
Naturally
Oh, yes,
freaked out.
you're the best mother I could ever hope for.
Oh, yes, you're the best mother I could ever hope for.
Just that it
We need a
gets so
social
dusty
video
inside
now.
that
You
little
doing
box. It makes me wanna. What?
I couldn't do that.
You sneezed all over my shoe.
He's not laughing.
I can't help it.
See your lips moving.
Why would you shout that?
Oh, now you're dead.
Who said that?
I did. I can see it. Her lips are moving.
The shadow casted over her face. Oh my gosh.
There's no way you'd give me all the good lines.
Forget about him, Billy. There will always be doubters.
What?
I think we should show this boy just how real I am. I'm just as real as him.
No.
I'm as real as you are, and
Leave him
I'll show
alone, Billy.
I'll show him.
Doing it at the same time.
That's enough.
I'm as real as you. Bring him up here.
That is really good.
Yeah.
They can do that on like the best ventriloquists at the same time. It's really crazy.
Now, who's the dummy?
Some weeks later, that disbelieving little boy went missing.
Oh my God.
Of course. Of course.
She was murdered. Who killed her? And no one ever found out. In her will, Mary stated that her dummies were to be buried with her.
Oh.
Her children, as she called them. All 101 of them.
101.
Dalmatians.
There you go.
Body was brought to my father's mortuary so he could begin work on her.
Oh, she gets turned into a dummy?
Not only did she ask to be buried with her doll, she asked
dollified?
to become a doll herself.
Freaky deaky.
Yeah. Oof.
The Egyptian culture and stuff where it's how best to last for.
The only person I knew that did that was Emotep.
Did you get what he just said? Because I didn't.
The mummy.
Oh. Good one.
Thank you. Hey, you're curious at that age now?
Yeah, that's about to tip right the F over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw her face. Oh no. It's
gonna
about to
let it-
fall right on you.
Ugh! La! Yeah. Very similar to how Jamie's wife was dumbified.
Oh, and the body's gone?
Whoa.
That's a trip.
I really like this little boy actor.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Don't scream.
dude, good job being smart there, not screaming.
How do you think he knew?
Are you all right?
I guess
I
that
think he
home-
didn't want his dad to hear him screaming.
She was buried. Raven's Fair has been plagued by death. Families
Or maybe he heard
murdered.
he remembered the poem. One of the two, or both.
Without their tongues, posed in family portraits.
This is literally just like my wife.
Who would have dug up the dummy and sent it to me?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No one in this town dare speak Mary Shaw's name, let alone go near her grave.
You just said her name.
Yeah, you just said it.
They know she won't stop killing until the screaming does.
You said she lived out at that old theater,
Did we announce that we're in Massachusetts?
right? The one on Lost Lake?
Jamie, please. Please be careful. If you go looking for answers, you just might
I mean,
find
what
them.
choice does he have? He's being accused of the crime and he loved his wife.
Yeah.
So you can't call this a dumb move on his part?
Yeah, but also the thing is there's zero proof that he killed his wife, so
Right.
you have to think beyond reasonable doubt would not apply. I don't know.
You're right, but also there was no forced entry,
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
the last one to speak with her. So
Totally.
it doesn't look good for him
Yeah,
either.
no, you're 100% right too. I thought that Big John told us that there was a lot of humor in this movie.
Yeah,
I'm missing
haven't-
that humor.
Maybe he's talking about the rated R version.
Why is he?
Why is he
Mary
digging up-
Shaw's grave?
So is this like a mausoleum that you can only get to by boat?
No, I think there's a bridge and that it collapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you can only get there by
I
boat.
guess. I
Like,
guess so.
The color palette, though.
what's
for
it
this-
say? Or wait, no. Oh, the theater. This is the
That-
old
I was
theater.
about to say this is the theater, right, where
Yeah.
she performed. Yeah. Wow. Seeing the contrast when he was a kid, the older gentleman was a kid, and now how it's like desolate and ruined now.
Yeah, the green, all that was there, greens and blues. Now it's echo, echo, echo. That wouldn't be my first move. I mean, if the chandelier fell, I would be super concerned about some of this stuff.
I wouldn't even trust being. Before even we got that shot, I would not trust being up there.
I also I understand that he's estranged from his father. Does this man have no friends?
Right? I would have asked like a best friend, hey, come with me.
Cousin?
Yeah, something.
Anybody? Or did your wife have any family?
Right?
I feel like you had
I wonder how his wife's family is feeling towards him right now. I'm curious about that.
I mean, let's hope he called them.
Right.
Were they at the funeral?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, yeah.
I gotta wonder they were, but I don't know.
Budget did not allow. Because if this exact situation happened to me, I would have several people I could call that say, I got you. I know it was the doll. You would never.
Right.
I'd be so scared of other dolls now.
Yeah, any doll.
Every move he makes is something I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Wonder if his stepmom's gonna help, now that we've been talking about people helping him.
That
you
looked
think
like Mary
Oh,
to
you think
me.
she's possibly the one that sent it to him?
Yeah.
Mary Shaw has reincarnated in her body or something crazy. She's a blondie.
She's really hot now.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That girl is really hot.
And why would you hire her?
To make the perfect doll. We saw that earlier in the opening credits. Young
Oh,
hair.
the kid who was the doubter in the crowd. We don't like skeptics around here.
Michael Ashen. That's his last name.
It is?
Yes, when the package was sent to him.
Oh.
Is that his dad?
Okay.
Michael Ashen. Is that his dad's name?
I didn't say anything. I didn't. Why have you gone so quiet?
Whoa.
I'm putting you back where you belong.
Talk to me. He talked
Stop
to me.
it.
He did. He talked to me.
Remember when Donnie Wahlberg was digging up all the graves?
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not gonna be there when you get.
I thought the
What's
same
on
thing.
the shelves?
Now gone in the, I don't know. Yep.
Yeah, what is it?
Moaning Myrtle.
I'm Moaning Myrtle. I'm literally watching that movie right now at home.
Marion, I'm sorry
Marion,
I
but
yelled
it's
at
not
you.
Marion. It's Mary Shaw, babe. Oh, this poor man's gonna end up dead.
Do what you did as a kid. Cover your mouth.
Yeah, but I wonder if he even knows that that's why he survived.
Right.
Anymore. This will all be over soon. Marion?
Don't do what you're doing.
Poor old man. That sucks.
As Tara says, grab a weapon. Super duper not Marion.
And it closes. Okay. Great, dude.
Oh, no, dog.
Marion, open the door. Open the door.
Is that?
No, silent. Dead silence, bro.
Marion, open this door, please.
Use their shoulder or something.
Henry?
Very rare that you see elderly people afraid. No.
Don't say shit. Oh!
No!
No, you're a fuck. Ah! Okay, I got goosebumps with that one.
Yeah.
To watch it. So she can acquire any of their voices through their tongues. That's so sad.
Whoa.
Now Marion's going to find him.
I like how they didn't show on the with Jamie's wife.
You're just in time for dinner.
Who's the villain in Mortal Kombat 1?
Soup. Delicious
Oh,
Not Shao Kahn.
Not
the
Shao
other
Kahn.
I
It
love
was
soup.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. Look, your soul is mine. It's got like your tongue is mine.
Yours.
Wait, guys.
You lied to me.
No, I didn't.
What does Michael Ashen and our family have to do with Mary Shaw?
Oh, you're right.
When he was a boy, your great uncle, Michael Ashen,
Okay.
vanished without a trace. For our family, there was only ever one suspect. Mary Shaw.
Oh,
So they
for our
dealt
family.
their own justice.
Ooh.
So it's a revenge tale.
Yeah.
Then cut out her tongue.
Our family killed her.
Along with others from Raven's Fair.
With no evidence?
She didn't stay dead. She came back and took her revenge.
Yeah, and we don't even know she killed him.
One by one, each of the men involved were killed. Their tongues ripped out, and then the same thing happened to their wives.
Oh.
And their children's children. All these years you've resented me for sending you away, but I did it to distance you from this curse.
Ah, that makes sense.
We can't run from our fate. Spirits have long memories. She'll come for us in the end.
I'm paying for the sins of my father.
Ah.
I gotta stop this thing.
Please, son.
Hey there. I was wondering if you
We're
could
gonna
help me
end
with the
this
missing
But
persons.
why would
So,
she be with him knowing they come for the wives?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of money.
There's something
It's
more
worth
to
it.
that.
Looking for a male. Brown hair. He's around this tall. Sometimes seen with their hand up his ass. Brothers and sisters
He's
just
pretty
gone
funny
missing
in this
too.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, there's none of the dolls are in the graves.
What are you talking about? Somebody dug him up.
Yeah.
All 100 of them. What I want to know is who did it and why. So do I.
Was it Amber Valletta?
Don't
All
give me some
100.
ghost story.
Yeah, what's
about
her-
a woman
what's
who kills
her
you if you
maiden
scream.
name?
'Cause nobody in this town's ever heard of Mary Shaw or your little fairy tale.
They're lying. They're afraid.
Afraid of what? Afraid of ghosts? Or are they afraid of talking to the cop who's investigating your wife's murder?
They have no reason to protect me.
Whoa.
Believe in Mary Shaw. That's why they want to answer you questions.
No, it's you who won't answer my questions, Jamie. That's why I'm going to arrest you for stealing evidence, and then I'm going to sit you down,
Yeah.
and you will.
What do you want me to tell you?
Something less perplexing than a ghost story.
Jamie, is everything all right?
Stepmommy, help.
It's for you. They said it was urgent.
I didn't hear the phone ring.
No, I think she's just.
Oh.
Hello? Who is this?
Oh, is it Billy pretending to, or
Henry?
it's got Henry's
Henry, I
voice?
can't hear you. You're breaking up.
I can prove it. You didn't kill her. There's a way. At the theater. Meet me at the theater.
Oh no.
It's on Lost Lake.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Now, Jamie.
Henry, wait.
Henry's the
what
old
have
man?
you found? Henry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one
who
we
got
just
killed,
saw
yeah.
killed.
Didn't know his
And
name.
He's like,
Okay.
I've got your voice, Henry.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
It was Henry Walker from the funeral home. He says he
Remember
can prove I didn't kill my
When he
wife.
was
Time
underground.
from the car.
Hi, Henry.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes. That's
I'm gonna meet him at the theater. That's where I'm going.
No, you're going with me. Your
Come
appointment
with me.
comes first.
yeah.
You wanted answers.
Let the
I'm
cop
giving
come.
you answers.
Camp's over. I'm done with the ghost stories. Let's go.
This stepmom has something.
Something is
Yeah.
going on with her, of course, for sure.
I wonder what. Yeah, her maiden name is like Shaw or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt.
She sent the doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else would?
Don't make me cuff you in front of your mom. He was like, it's not my mom.
You don't want to make me chase you. Jamie!
And they've made such a point about how Mary Shaw had no kids.
Yeah.
I don't have a full
I don't know.
I don't have a full tank of gas. That's hilarious.
Well, he did tell him the location.
Right. Yeah, he knows where to go.
I also don't have a full tank of gas. It's driving me nuts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because because it's the unrated version, I'm kind of it's not that vulgar or
Right.
violent. I'm
Bloody
wondering
or
what,
anything?
yeah.
That one scene was a little.
Which one?
obviously, the one where Henry got.
Yeah, but more so than R-rated movies you've seen?
No. I just mean.
Yeah, not
just,
particularly
yeah.
gory or anything.
Yeah, so far.
So I'm wondering if something's going to happen. Like,
I'd love to hear what the contrasts were between the rated R and the.
For real.
we're going to need a bigger boat.
Jeez, what was that one? That's my top 5 favorite movie.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Is this just a Roxy gives me quotes? What quiz?
They fit the movie.
They do. Back to the Future is a classic, so you can give me a quote from that movie anytime.
Hello, where are you?
Christopher Lloyd still looks great, by the way.
Yeah, he does.
Agreed. Ooh. I was wondering where the rats are when we saw this before. It's like there weren't
Come out at night.
Oh, he dies here? Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Donnie's doing an amazing job.
He's great
in
in
this.
this.
Yeah.
Seriously.
This is a very serious early role for him.
He's doing a good job bringing some levity to all this tension too, with some of his
coming,
comedic
Jamie.
chops.
True.
Oh.
See?
Yeah.
He's funny.
He also looks younger today than he looks in this movie, which is
Oh, that's
funny.
true. Yeah.
Him and Paul Rudd, they have that gift.
Like aged him up for this or something. That's why he keeps shaving. Gotta exfoliate the
Keeps
skin.
shaving.
It still has to be relevant, right?
I know, yeah. Why? Yeah, unless if they've never touched it, like, interesting choice.
Jamie, I know you're here.
Roxy always says seeing is believing, so maybe he's going to be a believer in a moment.
Yeah, and then he's gonna be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least he'll die knowing the truth.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I think that the stepmom has to be related to Mary Shaw in some way. That's why she chose his dad. She sent the thing or something.
If that's not the case, it's an interesting
Red
role that they
herring.
have her. Yeah.
But they did that in Insidious too.
Right, where we thought that something.
The piano.
Yeah,
Music.
could be Insidious too.
Nobody's here. Our boats were the only two out there. And I'm telling you, he is not here.
Yes, he is.
Oh.
You said
Get that shotgun ready.
I'll shoot you.
That's
That was the best line in the movie.
Yeah.
Where the hell are you?
At this point, you're not suspicious? Like, this is the point where I'd say, come out.
Yeah, why are you hiding, dude?
Yeah.
Also, too, I know you haven't had a ton of interactions with Henry, but
Yeah, it's
no,
not
at this
lining
point,
up.
this is not how he operates.
I'll never tell.
Remember the song from Insidious?
Yeah.
Is it still stuck in your head?
The tiptoe through the window, by the window.
Remember, whatever happened, don't scream.
Oh, that's cool. That
Yeah,
was a
that
cool
is
visual.
cool.
Jamie.
I just watched another movie for the channel that did that. It was like a garden movie with a maze.
Oh, it had that weird illusion.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What the hell is it called? With Jennifer Connelly. It was like her first movie.
Oh, yeah. I think we just watched those. Wait. Jennifer Connelly?
Yeah.
The Maze? No, we didn't watch those. Say Maze Runner, but Jennifer Connelly's not in that.
And it wasn't Prince, but it was David Bowie.
Oh, not Legend. Labyrinth?
Yes.
I've never seen
Labyrinth has
that.
that exact same illusion, but with the maze of grass.
Like, this makes sense why I'm not understanding because I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, I was like, I'm being pretty specific.
Yeah.
The eyeballs. Why are you keeping the plastic eyeballs in water?
I know.
Formaldehyde.
Right.
Do they rust?
Like how you can see the rot and everything after so many years of not being handled and taken care of.
Now, if I see one more of these.
Oh.
Whoa. That's. I like it if I see one more of these.
Okay, so the 101
All right,
of them are here.
Is Amber Valletta going to come out now? What do you think?
Explains the plot.
The big reveal? What do you think, Roxy? You're the good predictor here.
Is there like a cameo of Annabelle?
I was waiting for that, yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Did that film come out first before
Yeah, I
this?
don't know.
No, because Conjuring comes out way after this.
Okay.
Conjuring's after Insidious.
Someone
And Annabelle's after
brought them
Conjuring.
back here.
Oh, yeah, he dug up all the things empty, so these are okay. Fair.
It must be the
I'm
stepmom.
guessing it's the
Because
stepmom. I wouldn't know who else it would be at this point.
Billy 57.
But one.
Where is he?
What?
Yeah, because he said 100 of them in the grave, but there was 101.
101.
Well,
Yeah, just pull it fast.
if
Come
his
on.
mouth opens, we know what little John wants to do.
No.
What?
Is that a doll?
What is that? It
Or
looks
is
like
that,
a person.
is that Henry with the
I was thinking that, but he
wig?
looks older.
It's not a doll. It's a boy.
Yeah, it's the little kid.
Oh, it's
Michael?
his great uncle.
Yeah.
Oh.
That sucks.
Michael Ashen.
Yeesh.
But he looks.
Was a boy.
Yeah.
Ah, my goodness.
Yeah, okay.
It's me.
We can see. Thanks,
At this
baby.
point, if you're
We
Donnie,
just solved a 70-year-old missing persons
are
case.
you confused on like?
Right.
My great uncle.
Long lost relative.
Oh
it got
no, silence,
really
guys!
quiet.
The silence. This is what always happens. Yep. Don't say that. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Why are either of you talking?
Jamie.
Oh my God. Each one's just turning to the left. No.
The creaking.
Cool angle too.
Yeah.
To do that.
First eye. It's kind of like the Terminator. Eyes
Yeah.
go first, like a shark, like a predator.
Okay, so score's back.
That one looks like Slappy from Goosebumps.
Tiptoe.
Through the window.
It'd be the wrong time to ask, but I'd be like, "Do you still think I killed my wife?"
Yeah. I told you so.
Shoots him.
All right, I'm a believer.
Oh, it's
Pennywise.
So that's Billy
I
57.
was about to say, yeah.
Oh, that's Spiral, Book of Saw.
Yeah.
Which we also saw in the Insidious, the drawing on the board. He's obsessed with that little thing. What are you looking? Oh,
What?
Oh, yeah, that was
that was
great.
good call. Nice job.
Very sharp.
That's so weird because I
That
just
is
said
such
it.
a great Easter egg. Good job, John.
Very sharp.
Why did you say that name?
Donnie.
Show yourself. Come on.
What do you want?
Girl worth fighting for.
To silence all those who silence
Kind of fair. A little bit fair.
I mean, but she did take
Why
out
you killed
Michael.
Michael Ashen?
so hard to construct the perfect doll.
Oh.
Sometimes you have to use existing parts.
So they're parts of people.
I love you, Mommy. I love you.
He deserved to be silenced.
Oh, for sure. If that really, if she was doing
Why,
that.
Lisa? Why'd you take her from me?
Yeah, why, Lisa?
Come closer and I'll tell you.
Was she pregnant?
Don't
I
go
was
back
wondering
there.
that when she puked blood, if she was
Don't go.
stabbed in the stomach or something. But also, what does this have to do with the stepmommy?
Right.
I love now how Donnie Wahlberg's totally on his side, like protective of him.
Yeah.
I'll whisper it to you.
No thanks. Just tell me. No.
Donnie's like, nah, cut it. This is a cool set.
Yeah.
You were the last Ashen.
Yeah. She's pregnant.
The last Ashen was inside.
Damn, yeah. And she was telling us to.
Ew.
It's Venom. That sucks. Wow. As she said too, please, I want a baby.
Yeah, she was looking at the mirror with the.
Yeah. Ooh. Don't scream, please.
Don't scream.
I like that he said it too. Does that
Oh,
do
interesting.
anything?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you shoot all the dolls? You're not gonna have 100 rounds, I guess.
Oh, that's weird CGI. Okay.
Yeah, I'm bummed because all the practicals have looked so incredible.
Yeah.
She's living in the doll.
Stop screaming. Stop screaming.
Yeah, you're
That's what I just said, yeah. But do we have enough rounds for all the dolls?
There we go.
Does this not count as like raising your voice?
Yeah.
No,
I guess not out of fear. It's just an elevated
yeah,
volume.
Yeah.
She's very like semantics yelling versus screaming.
It's strategic raising a voice, not fear raising a voice.
Oh, this is how he dies?
Oh no, please no. No.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh no.
Oh, the screaming.
Oh!
Yeah, the screaming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bummer, you got a cop to believe you, and then.
Yeah.
And what choice do you have to unscream when you're falling like that, right?
That's all right.
That's how it comes back, yeah.
I guess it didn't really matter that he screamed. He would have died anyway when he hit the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Or maybe not.
That was...
What is that?
That was quick on your feet thinking right there to cover your mouth as you're falling.
While you're falling, yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do that. Impressive.
That's a really good flashlight. Waterproof.
Yeah, I was going to say, usually don't use flashlights in water, but maybe some.
That got you?
Yeah, some poltergeist is like chasing you.
That's
what
giving
got you.
me Darkness Fall vibes with the porcelain mask. That movie, I know many horror fans don't find that movie scary at all. That terrified me. Probably also
I wonder
too.
why he's going this way. Okay.
I got to imagine in real life that water is so freaking cold.
Mm-hmm.
You mean for the actor?
For the actor.
Must
Yeah.
Oh, but that's CG. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Not mad at it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Save some money. Oh, so we're not done yet.
But we're missing one, right? The Goosebumps music hits. I love it. Oh, no, that's the Exorcist music.
One left. Is the one left his stepmom?
Right.
Something like she's the perfect doll that was put together, real parts.
Question is, do you think his dad is
You get what I'm
still-
saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is Henry's place with Henry's wife?
Yeah. I think she figured out what happened.
Those things are bizarre.
Yeah. Those look like handles or something.
Handles for like the caskets?
Oh. Thank you.
Marion, listen to me. Where is the dummy?
How about I'm so sorry for your
took it?
loss?
Yeah. Who took it?
Stop yelling at her.
Marion, my father is in a wheelchair. He never leaves the house.
He left this house. He had the doll. It was him.
So that's our big bad? The dad?
Huh. I
He
knew we
didn't
had
really
to
have a stroke?
I knew we had to
Yeah.
end up back at the house, but
Bless you.
thank you.
I don't know what you did.
I was
you
clearing
clear
my,
your
I was
throat?
clearing my throat. Oh. This is how it
Silence.
starts.
Dead. Silence. Oh, good, John. Something under that sheet.
Ever guys, is that how he found his wife when she was under the sheet in the bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? His dad or his or the stepmom?
Stepmom.
To bury me, Jane.
I'm in here.
All the voices there she took.
Henry 57.
Billy 57.
Billy.
Billy 57. In the fire.
Whoa!
That tongue, though.
It's a lot of tongues.
Mind your tongue. Okay.
Hi,
Is it
Dad.
me or does he look dead in that shot? Come on, give us the Amber Valletta reveal.
I know.
She's been too nice all movie.
For real. Could have done that earlier, but okay.
How was he walking before?
Right.
Oh, has he been dead this whole time and she's been ventriloquisting him
Oh, what
with
a
his
trip.
words? She's next to him at every scene. Yeah, maybe he's the perfect doll and she's been ventriloquisting him.
Yeah. Oh,
I take it I wasn't the easiest person.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
All right, I got that right at the end.
Holy crap. Nice job. Nice job.
Right before I did it.
It's just too.
I'll vouch for that.
I was going to say, his skin was so pale all
Yeah.
movie.
I can prove you didn't kill her.
Oh, she was on. Okay.
Jamie, so glad to have you home.
She's like, he doesn't fight people anymore.
Now, who's the dummy?
Oh, don't
What?
scream.
No, you
What? No.
Likely he was going to go to prison forever anyway, so.
That's a good point. I mean, you got your wife and the cop.
Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls. And if you see her in your dream, be sure you never, ever scream.
Ugh. Yeah.
Okay, so that's how. Okay.
This film is dedicated to the memory of Greg Hoffman.
Oh, R.I.P.
All right, citizens of the Reject Nation, we just watched Dead Silence. And we have a lot of things to talk about, but before we do that, big shout out to Prepper. Thank you guys so much for helping edit this down. I know that the horror movies are some of the hardest to edit down, especially when we decide to do the unrated versions of them. So thank you. In order to make it worth their time and ours, we would appreciate if you guys like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And be kind in the comments. I read every single one of them. If you're on Apple, Spotify, 5-star, thumbs up. You know what to do. We appreciate you guys greatly.
Yep.
Tell Lil Jon what a great job he's doing. Newest to the channel. Their first one together. Maybe you want to see this dynamic trio happen again. Just let us know. Big shout out to patrons. Patreon.com/TheRealRejects. That's where you can sync up with your own copy. That's where Greg and John cover stuff exclusively. That's where you get discounts on our sick merch. RejectNationShop.com.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. You got it. I got it. We got it. That's what's going on today. So don't forget to become a patron. We appreciate you guys who are there. Another cool thing about being a patron is that you guys get to ask us questions that are what we use to do our reviews. So we love your questions, and we will be getting to those from the patrons shortly. But before we do that, I just want to hear from you guys a little bit. General, quick thoughts on this. Andrew, how'd you feel about Dead Silence?
I really enjoyed this. I have not seen before this week. I've not seen too many James Wan films, so I just think he does such a great job of, especially in this film too, building up atmosphere and suspense. And I really liked the character of Jamie too, and just I thought he was the emotional grounding of the film.
Mm-hmm.
And just watching where he had to go, like the relationship he had with his wife and how happy they were, and then watching the psychological effects of seeing what had happened to her, and then how just how on the defense that obviously has to make you as a human being, and watching, as I just said, watching the psychological effects that has on someone. And I thought Donnie Wahlberg was amazing too. It was so much fun bringing some levity to a horror film, which already puts me on edge just in general.
He really was.
Yeah, and then
I haven't seen that many Donnie movies. So.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've seen more Mark, but Donnie was great in this. I really enjoyed
You've seen
him.
more Mark than Donnie movies? That's crazy.
I know. But but this makes me want to watch more Mark. But I think Donnie also worked. I know James Wan didn't do Saw 2, but Donnie was in Saw 2, wasn't he?
Oh, was he?
I believe
That's
so.
interesting.
I believe so. But
I think James was still a producer on it.
Correct. But yeah, no, and I found the world building and the actual story to this to be pretty fascinating and interesting. I know we were kind of calling out the Amber Valletta, but I mean, we've seen a million movies, so we were like, there has to be something in this character. And she's being too nice throughout the film. So if they have that red herring, it's not going to be the end of the world. But I mean, it was you can make an argument it was a little obvious, but I didn't mind it because I still found it to be rather interesting. But
definitely.
What about you, John?
I tend to avoid horror movies because I'm a chicken shit, but
I'm with you there.
I don't think that you were chicken shit during this at all.
I was trying to tame it as best as I can. Like I had like goosebumps and shit.
Wow,
but,
Greg is devastated hearing those words.
He was holding his silence.
Greg just scremed somewhere.
I know. I'm sorry.
He was not dead silent. Tried to tame it. But your reaction gold.
I know. No, yeah. I when it comes to horror movies generally, I tend to look for the allegorical kind of sense of what are they trying to say. Just because I've heard that horror typically is some sort of metaphor or allegory of something else. And then when I heard the plot of like, oh yeah, what's her name?
Mary Shaw?
Mary Shaw. She was hunted down by like a bunch of people because of whatever the case may be, and then she's just seeking revenge. I was trying to think like, what commentary are you making about like
hurt people?
Yes, exactly. Like some sort of witch hunts and like being misunderstood or whatever. But so otherwise, yeah.
But she did do it.
No, she did do
I
it.
thought
Yes,
the lesson was going to be she didn't do it,
Exactly,
and they did
yeah,
it. But
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, nah,
she really
bitch did it.
Yeah,
That was-
killed that little kid.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a movie I was talking about earlier, but if you haven't seen that, I don't want to ruin that for you.
What movie?
He doesn't want to tell us. 'cause,
Okay, gotcha.
Where you find out that the villain was not taken out, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, interesting. Okay, good to know. No, yeah, it was still entertaining. I do like visually. I like the contrast of like this unsaturated blue gray and then the red. So I and James Wan has very particular camera angles and so on and so forth. So it was cool to look at and entertaining nonetheless. I guess this is a horror trope. Is that where like our main character dies, or like there is no happy ending essentially, and you kind of I'm digesting that because like okay, I guess that's a horror thing. Otherwise, it was entertaining to watch with you guys for sure, and fun and predictable in a fun way. Not necessarily like, oh, I saw that coming. That's kind of waste. I was like, oh, interesting. We were right about these assumptions. So that made it all entertaining. But yeah, how about you, Roxy?
I think I feel really similar to you. I definitely, as the person who probably at this point has watched the most horror movies for the channel, I definitely try to. One of the reasons I love horror movies so much is the thing that you said you've heard, which is that I find there usually is a deeper meaning.
Right.
And a lot of people hate the term elevated horror, but I really, I find a lot of horror to be elevated because of usually what it is saying, which is a commentary on society, which definitely this was parts. I also just like a jump scare and a bait and switch. And I did appreciate the fact that at least none of us until me, the very last second, predicted that he was the doll. So that was a cool, like, oh my God, she's been pulling the strings the whole time moment.
Literally and figuratively.
But I do kind of think, not to backseat write the script, but I do kind of think the message would have been stronger if Mary Shaw hadn't been a murderer, if she had been, if it had been a witch hunt and it wasn't really her. Because if that is the case, then it does go to the lesson of hurt people hurt people. Like if we wrong somebody and there isn't due process, and you just make assumptions based on somebody having witchy-like behavior, then you can cause problems for generations. But instead, it's hard to feel bad for her at all because it's like, we saw what you did.
Yeah, you still are not a good
Yeah,
person.
Yeah,
we're all very empathetic, but when you see that, you're like,
You're like,
I
nah.
killed a child.
Yeah, and not just and seemingly not just that child. Then all the children after,
Yes,
and all the and now a baby or a fetus. So
Yeah.
and I'm sure other ones as well. So I was really only kind of rooting for the husband in this movie, and then at some point you're kind of like, yeah, no, I think everybody's gonna die, and he does, and so that's also interesting because the James Wan movies I've seen Conjuring, I have seen Aquaman, I have seen Insidious, and I have seen Saw, and of those movies, it's very clear every one of those movies is getting a sequel. Like while you're watching it, they're setting up for a sequel. This is the first James Wan movie that I've seen where it feels like, I don't know if there is a sequel to this, but it feels like they were like, nah, this is the whole story, and then cut it there because So that's cool. At least it went full circle. So I did like it, but is there like deeper meaning that I am holding on to? Not really. It just was a kind of fun switch.
Nice.
Let's see what it is that the patrons want us to talk about. Thank you guys so much for submitting these questions. Patreon.com/TheRealRejects. Here we go. Let's start with J. Dell, who said hi to who he thought was Tara and I. Surprise, surprise, J. Dell.
Sorry, J. Dell.
Tara split into two and grew balls, or I don't know how I want to say that. No, Tara always has balls.
Tara, I was gonna
just
say.
guts, cojones. All right, let's keep it pushing. J. Dell says, hey, rejects. When the big reveal happens at the end, did it completely catch you off guard, or were there subtle clues about Jamie's wife that tipped you off earlier? For me, I'm curious if that twist works better on the first watch or on a rewatch. So this is just in reference to the pregnancy part, I'm assuming, because he's saying specifically Jamie's wife.
Yeah.
Lil Jon.
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
I kind of saw it coming just because I don't know why. It just reminded me of like, while we were getting towards that moment, I was like,
you said it out loud. So.
Yeah. and it reminded me of Seven for those who know that movie. Like, and he not knowing his wife was pregnant. That does suck. But the twist works. Yeah,
I don't even know if she knew she was pregnant.
Well, yeah, it might have been. Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't think she did either because she said like I want a baby, right?
Sure.
But maybe she did, and she was just we don't know.
We don't know yet. Yeah, they didn't mention that, but it was still like it still adds to the stakes of it all. So I do like it. It does work for me for sure. How about you guys?
I mean, I thought it for the most part caught me off guard. I mean, I think they laid off, at the very beginning some not so subtle hints, but then they swayed away from it because of what happened to the character, and we're at this point we're with Jamie through his from his POV in terms of like trying to discover this whole mystery and all that. So we're not really thinking about it that much at this point, and then right before it happens, it's like, I mean, it was a good call by Lil Jon, and it definitely, I wasn't thinking about it anymore at this point, but I wasn't really expecting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you giggling because the nickname Lil Jon is stuck?
Yeah.
Do you love it?
Sure.
Sure. LJ in the house.
What about you?
I think that, early on as she was bleeding from the mouth, I kind of had a feeling.
Right. Yes.
That's a good call.
And then we see that moment where she puts it under her shirt, and then there is the moment where she's like, "Oh, did he bring us a baby?" So early,
that's right.
Early on, I was kind of like, "Huh," and then I forgot about it, and then as I was starting to question, why was she attacked? We hear it's all the wives, but like specifically why her if he's been so out of commission.
Right.
But that makes sense. She's trying to cut off the bloodline. So I wasn't shocked, but I wouldn't have said that I knew for certain.
And she was the only one who bled out like that, right, from her mouth?
That's from what we saw.
Yeah,
so I think that was, I don't even know that we didn't see what happened, but it feels like the baby, like they reached inside,
Oh, sure.
Like the whole thing. So
that's a good point.
Although she was definitely very small and not far along. And again, we don't even know if she knew she was pregnant.
And
but
she had
Mary
great
Shaw
posture.
knew. I said it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm jealous of that posture. Andrew, want to hit us with Captain?
Sounds good. Captain Fernandez, thank you so much for being a royal reject and for asking us a question. We appreciate you. Should director James Wan be considered a modern master of horror like Robert Eggers, Mike Flanagan, and Jordan Peele? Roxy, take it away.
Not to answer for all of us, but like kind of duh.
Yeah.
Like for sure. I think that everybody can have their preference, but at this point, after naming, Saw, Insidious, Conjuring, this movie,
right?
To say anything other than he's a modern master of horror, even if he's not he is my taste, but even if he's not, of course he's in the same conversation as Mike Flanagan or any of these people. Honestly, I definitely think so.
No, I agree. I mean, I don't watch a lot of horror movies, but like when I think of James Wan, I think of a horror director for sure. So, and then Robert Eggers. And fun fact, I haven't seen any Jordan Peele movies, but I've heard.
Oh, are you covering them for the channel?
We got to get
I don't
you.
know.
Have you told them that?
I've told them that, yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I
mean, we do some movies on repeat, and once time has gone by, so that'd be great because I just finally watched Jordan Peele's movies, and they're amazing.
Oh, cool. Okay,
for the channel.
Yeah,
you watch all of them.
I'm pretty sure I've watched them all now.
I can't believe you guys have. I mean, he's like an absolute masterpiece.
Oh, master.
Right? No, I've heard.
He's a masterpiece. He's a master. I love Jordan Peele so much, but I have to say, I am particularly partial to Mike Flanagan because I'm a big TV junkie.
Oh, sure.
And while I did watch Hush, his movie for this channel, I love his television shows. So, Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor, all of them, actually.
Did Mike Flanagan also do Dr. What was the one with Ewan McGregor?
Yep.
Dr. Sleep?
Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Yeah. I was like, not strange.
I'm always
strange.
I did say that during that reaction. I said Doctor Strange a few times. I was like, I knew that was going to happen to me too. But yeah, I would agree with this. Growing up, my modern master of horrors were John Carpenter, Wes Craven. So I would definitely put
Baby Boy.
Yeah, right.
That's not modern anymore.
It's not. I know. I'm sorry, but
that's a good point.
But I'm just giving.
I'm
giving James Wan his due, like to put him up with these directors and also what came in the past as well. That he's an incredible director. As I said earlier, he understands atmosphere. He understands suspension.
Ari Aster is becoming a big one
Oh,
too.
true. Yeah.
There's a lot more than just this list.
But also too, he knows how to do he knows that he's very versatile. He can do other films besides horror as well. Like I really liked Furious 7. I really liked Aquaman.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yeah.
But Aquaman has like some horror elements. Yeah,
for sure.
He uses them.
For sure.
Cool.
Definitely.
Little John LJ, will you hit us with Jay?
Yeah, you got it. Jay Russian,
What up,
thank
Jay?
you for your question. Do ventriloquist dolls freak you out? And ever been to a ventriloquist show?
Lil Jay, I want to start with you because I think that you were a little freaked to do this. Was any element of that because of the ventriloquist dolls or just horror in general? Like, how do you feel about that?
No, yeah, I think horror in general. Ventriloquist dolls kind of are creepy, but not really. I'm also physically uncomfortable right now because I have to pee really badly.
Oh no!
We're so close to being done.
I know.
Do you want us to pause it?
No, we don't have to.
I'll get us out of here in 3 minutes.
You got
go.
You got it. No, definitely. No, it didn't creep me out. But have I seen a ventriloquist show? I don't think I have. I've seen like clips on like
America's
social media.
Got Talent and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. So.
Let me give a 20-minute answer here right now.
We love your lengthy answers.
When it comes to ventriloquist dolls, I have been freaked out since a little kid, as I mentioned, Slappy from Goosebumps, and also because of Batman. Dang it! What's his name, Mr. I can't remember his name. Dang it! I know it's Arnold is the one who controls him, but that always freaked me out as a kid. Scarface.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're the DC girl. I thought you were going to come to my defense.
I honestly wasn't paying attention to you for a second because I was thinking about how bad he had to pee, and then I checked back in and I heard you say "Mister," and I was like, didn't hear them before. I was like, freeze, and then I heard what you were saying.
What about you?
Yeah. I really love ventriloquist shows, and I really love people who can do them. I think it's just such an unbelievable talent. That's why I kind of started practicing the mirror.
I want to see.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I can do it decently. I struggle with some letters. It's the M. M is really hard for me. That's the one I can't do.
No, yeah, you can't move your lips.
Yeah, you
right?
can't. So that's the problem. You have to like find the
really
letters
talk
that you
like
can
this.
do. Yeah. I'm very, very amateur. Let's just get this last piece of trivia and then we'll let our boy go pee. Here we go. Thank you so much to Jay Dell. In Dead Silence, over 100 custom ventriloquist dolls were created for the movie.
Damn.
Well, we saw 101 of them. Many were fully functional puppets operated by professional ventriloquists off camera to make the movements feel disturbingly real instead of relying heavily on CGI.
I love that.
That's why it looks so great. The
CGI.
We didn't need it. We didn't need it.
Yeah.
But in 2007 or whenever this was, it probably looked bomb.com.
That's true.
I totally understand that.
Always go practical over CGI, but if
I
you can
agree.
blend the two seamlessly, I'll take that.
Yeah.
We're going to get out of here so there doesn't end up being urine on the floor. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. Let us know what other movies you want to see us cover. We're reading all those comments, and we really appreciate you guys. Later, rejects.